Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Royal Enfield is the brand under which the Enfield Cycle Company have manufactured motorcycles, bicycles, lawnmowers and stationary engines. They built their first motorcycle in 1901 and Bullet is the longest lived motorcycle in a design history. This is a 1968 old Madras registered bolted frame G2 model. The absolute real head turner is here. The old cast iron bullet is, and the pure RE fanboys, those who love pure motorcycling, knows the value and worth of this legendary machine. This 68 is a bolted frame model and it doesn't mean that all G2s need to be an U-frame. The redone paint job looks absolutely superb. Usually we see Chakra monogram on the tank, but this is a unique Royal Enfield crown monogram, and yet this owner also owns the original crown monograms in brass and going to fix it soon. The side panels are flat ones, but this 68 model is supposed to have a semi-flat toolbox, and only the early 60s G2 models has these kind of flat side panels. Always a G2 machine would have to comply with some few physical criteria to confirm it's a G2, 3-screw breather arrangement, weak below the Delco, pressure relief valve bolt and the oil drain bolt at the right side bottom of the engine casing are the some unique identification features which makes a typical G2 to differ from other cast iron models. Even some early B1 models might have the same features, and some experts claim that they are imported G2 engines with the B1 stampings. In a G2, the engine number starts with the prefix G2 followed by the Enfield India serial number. The G2 is the British production serial number, and whereas Enfield India is the Madras assembly serial number. Both front and rear fenders are round ones, which most typical G2s used to offer. The number plate over the front fender looks awesome. The rear Armstrong styled double cup shock absorbers are very unique. More interestingly, this gorgeous looking machine gets some few fascinating things on the handlebar, horn dipper switch, cycle bell, choke and the throttle lock. I love the cycle bell kind of thing, it looks very fancy. When talking about the power plant, the 346cc air-cooled single-cylinder mill will approximately kicks out 18 bhp of max power and 26.9 Nm of max torque. The motor comes paired with a 4-speed right-side gearbox with one up and rest down. Most probably all cranks would have the same diameters and only the width differs and really matters. Most probably the crank weight would have been between 9 to 9.5 kilograms approximately. Really finding the crank's weight is the toughest job as there is no any proper info or visual evidence. The most highlight in this typical G2 is the heavy crank, which means better slow speed cruising ability without even a single engine knock at 20 km/h speeds, unique thump sound and no need to change the gear frequently at low speeds. Half-width front and rear wheel hubs with Dunlop rims. This typical Dunlop rims has the unique spokes pattern of 3 spokes at one side and 4th one is on the alternative side. Even B1 models has the same half-width hubs but with a regular alternative spokes pattern. Both center and the side stand are the latest. The fulcrum lever was introduced only in the year 1981 to make the center stand easier to use. The console is the Smith's speedo console. We have the old style headlight on-off control switch in the place of ignition key slots nowadays. Other than that, we have an ammeter in the cluster. Look at the ignition key slots where it was placed. Thanks for the old style clutch and the brake levers, especially the old style decompressor lever. It's really very nice to see like this since most CA users have changed it with the latest plastic levers. In this modern era, we have lot of modern bikes from different brands with a lot of onboard electronics, but these G2 machines are always something special and it becomes very rare to see like this fascinating typical G2 machine that's been essentially loaded with a lot of original hardwares on board.